Alright, so we're up here in Tuxedo, New York to check out this Explorer for the lean codes, and they've done quite a bit to it, so we're going to see what we find. The storms are coming for sure. It's getting dark quick. Here rumbles of thunder, so we're going to try to diagnose it before the rain hits. There's no garage here, nothing like that. You can look over there, up and through the trees. As you can see, it's getting really dark real quick. But until it rains, no big deal. It's, like I said, beautiful here though. So I'll put you on the battery here, get some light in here, we can see what we find.
Oh, you got it?
You got it? No?
Yeah.
Oh. How long ago was this change, you know?
Well, we just put that hose back here. That was one of the ones.
Yeah, that was one of the things. That was the PCV. The back, yeah. It just, the other hose that was on it was a little loose, so we figured we'd try replacing it and everything. We tried. All this stuff was done right from like January on. So
You changed PCV valve?
Correct, yeah, right in the back.
The valve's new?
Yep, brand new motorcraft.
Because this thing is way too loose on here. It's all swollen from the oil coming through it.
Okay.
So it's gonna suck air there, especially when it's cold. It's like any other, rubber just expands and contracts just like the seals. For the intake you did. So I'm sure you did the intake stuff fine. But this, I can pull it right off.
Okay, PCV.
Yeah, it'll suck air like that.
It was on tight.
This one, it shouldn't come off either. This one's original though, so we can do it. This one is just cut it back. Okay. It's short. You need to have some length on it because the engine torques.
Okay.
That's why they got so much. There's too much on it though. It ain't gonna torque that much. So I would cut this back to like right here, to get an inch off of it. And it should fit tight on there. You can put a clamp on it if you want to.
Okay.
But this hose, they don't make it no more from Ford?
You couldn't find it. Couldn't find it.
The dealer couldn't find it? It's gonna be a dealer only thing.
Okay, yeah, we did look. The one, I think in Warwick, they couldn't locate any. At that time, we did look.
That hose, you definitely need to change it because it's all swollen right now. Okay. It's gotta be able to handle the oil passing through it.
You want that in the truck?
Yeah, you can just throw it in there. I just want to look at a few more hoses, like these are all on there. All the rest of the vacuums appear to be intact. And stuff like that. You can, Alex, just make sure you pull the keys out.
Yep, oh, that'd be good, thank you.
None of these should be an issue with temperature change. You did intakes. How long ago did you do intakes?
That would be in January, same
Were
time.
they torqued down?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not a problem.
Yeah. No, that's one thing. I always torque everything. Oh, super.
This,
I think I had the torque pattern too and everything to do.
Yeah, and plastic ones they do. This appears to be all intact. This I'm sure still works, just the clip ain't holding it. I didn't get to check any kids on that, but you said the mass air is new?
Yes, yeah, that's brand new. Yeah.
A new Ford one, looks like?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only things I'm seeing so far. I'm looking on the other side here, because that's the ventilation side for the PCV system. It's fully intact.
Is there any reason why bank 2 would be higher than bank 1, or just how it kind of gets sucked in? And
it's just the flow of the intake runners. You said bank 2 was?
Bank 2 is higher. Bank 2 is the one that's always up there.
It's going to affect both sides because it goes in through the intake there, but it's just how it gets distributed. And the fact that that hose on the back side there, that's bank 2 on that side.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, when we put it on, it was nice and tight, but like you said, with the oil and everything,
yeah, it's falling right off. And then if you did have some tight on there, it's swollen now, so it ain't.
Okay. Yeah. we'll definitely check and see. I mean, at that time, they couldn't locate the original, but even if we could find even a used one or something.
What I'll do, I'll be back at the hotel decent time tonight. I'll check, see if I can at least get a part number for you, because I have your VIN.
Okay.
You know, because I had a Ford catalog advantage, the same thing they have access to.
Okay.
Their parts catalog, the dealership. So I'll be able to look on there a little more detail. Sometimes the places give you a run around to get you out of there. I can't find it, I don't know.
Yeah,
you know, and then there's some new guys that worked there sometimes. We used to have that, and they just guess, and they can't find it. They say, I don't know. You know, and they send you on your way, you know. But everything else seems fine.
I know when I was looking, I think I don't know if it was the 03s or 02s, the intake was different, and I know those, I think, had a real common with the intake pan full gaskets, I believe. I think the intake somehow was different, if I remember looking.
Anything with the earlier intakes on these in the 4.0s had the vacuum leak problems, whereas these weren't so much.
Yeah, that's what I remember looking at. I mean, look online, didn't really seem too common for a vacuum leak, you know, these.
Yeah, I do this one and the other one. I doubt your booster leak, and they're not common on these either. But I cut it back, it's a little tighter, but you still have some slack. Yeah, just because the hose is older, so it's swollen a little bit the rest of the length. But I say your biggest culprit is this one right here, though.
Okay.
Not up here, but it's seeping oil all on the outside of it. I mean, it's just soaked. So you know if it has oil,
Oh yeah,
It's just,
and then you just
it's like nothing there.
so, and it's clamped a little further back, but still these hoses are not going to last with that stuff. So as long as your PCV is new, I'd get the new hose from Ford that's oil resistant. If I can find it and put that on, between that and that, you should be fine.
perfect.
As far as fuel trims being in check, under 20.
Perfect. All right.
You know.
Yeah, even if I get a used hose or something, I'm sure it's definitely going to be better than that.
You can do that too, yeah.
So, yeah,
And if you can't locate an original one, I mean, original's going to be the best, but I can move.
Oh, in the way. They're gonna get
There's
back.
not many other sources for vacuum leaks on these.
60 miles per hour.
That's what I was looking at. I was driving this crazy. I mean, we went through everything, and all the rubber, and the vacuum line, everything looked.
Check. Yeah, everything else seems to be intact, but that one, no sweat, it'll do that.
Okay.
So I'll try to locate one for you so they can have a part number at least.
Yeah, that would make
that
it
would be-
And then when you call the dealer, they say, oh, we don't have that, or they don't make it no more. Tell them to check locate.
Okay.
They'll know exactly what you're talking about. And that
Check
checks a
locate?
national database for the part.
Okay.
Any other dealers that have it, or warehouses, and then also check Vintage, which buys all the old parts from Ford.
Okay.
And then they'll be able to order from those other dealers or Vintage,
Okay.
which is a whole company by itself. But we have access to them through the dealer network
Okay.
for locating parts. You know. So that's what I would say.
Perfect.
You know, and that's very obvious. That's going to be a problem. That's a major port for the vacuum, and everything on the
Yeah, I can
intakes.
see that, yeah.
All the intake vacuum is right to it. So
Boy,
if any kind of leak from that, then it'll throw trims. Whereas a smaller line, you got to have the line disconnected and broken to even throw a code.
Yeah,
Whereas those
that's
instant.
Yeah.
okay.
Good.
So yeah, make sure that's on there. But just watch it though, because if this thing falls all the way off of here, you'll lose so much vacuum, you won't have enough for your booster to run, so you'll have manual brakes. Yeah, so it's not nothing to mess with.
Nope. Nope.
So, but that's what I see. Like I said, there's no other common issues with these as far as leaks. That's definitely an issue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, appreciate it.